Let's talk more about the alarming rise of rabies or possible rabies cases.
We have a veterinarian Dr. Marcel Iquanan joining us via Zoom. Magandang umaga, Doc.
Hello, good morning sa inyo.
Yes, good morning and thank you for joining us. Ngayon po, Doc,
Yes.
over 80 cases so far this year. Historically, talaga po bang mas maraming kaso pag tag-init?
Ang naging naging Rabies Awareness Month lang naman ang March dati is because yun yung time na nagkakaroon tayo ng mga school break, diba?
Summer
So
vacation.
most of our cases for rabies is 17 years old under. So kaya yan siya naging March. But since nag-iba na naman yung school year natin, but still, we're still celebrating March as a Rabies Awareness Month. Pero ang real reason talaga behind it is the rising cases during March, which is attributed because of the school break. But now, it is not anymore attributed to school break. So medyo alarming na talaga yung rabies cases natin, especially this first quarter of the year.
Yeah, Doc, once you're bitten by a cat or a dog na hindi mo kilala, usually kasi yun ang term, dapat pag hindi mo kilala kasi hindi mo na monitor yung mga gala, what is the first thing you should do before going to the hospital? Ano yung mga reminders na kailangan tandaan natin?
The first thing na dapat natin gawin when we are exposed or bitten by a stray dog or a stray cat, or any dog na without rabies vaccine or with any pets na merong unusual behavior or hindi provoked yung ating bite, dapat natin i-wash for 20 minutes yung ating sugat. Wash with running water for 20 minutes. Hindi natin kailangan pisilin yung site ng sugat kasi maaaring mapabilis natin yung pagpasok ng virus dun sa wound. And then after that, we have to go to our nearest animal bite center.
Hey, Doc, I would like to clarify lang, you mentioned the word unprovoked. In other words, for no simple reason, aggressive yung dog or cat sa'yo. Paano po kung provoked?
If it's provoked and may bakuna yung ang aso or pusa, pwede natin consider na lalo na kung may rabies vaccine at wala namang exposure with other animals, no? Kung halimbawa ang ating alaga ay talagang indoor dog or indoor cat lang at wala namang exposure sa mga ibang aso or pusa na gala, then safe tayo, no?
Okay.
Kasi ang rabies lang naman is nakukuha. It's also a viral disease, no? Hindi lahat ng aso or pusa ay may rabies. Nakukuha lang nila ito pag sila ay nakagat din ng aso o pusa na may rabies din.
Okay.
Ayun. Oo. Tsaka i-debunk mo na rin, Doc, yung claim na lalagyan, di ba dahil mga bata tayo, lagyan daw ng bawang? Yung mga kagat ng aso.
Hindi po totoo na makakatulong yung mga iba nating, yung mga luma nating waste na lalagyan ng bawang or yung mga bato na isisipsip yung virus. Hindi po totoo ito. And isa sa mga gusto ko lang i-share na pag tayo ay nakagat ng aso or pusa na kahit may rabies pa ito, pwede itong maagapan eh. Hindi tayo dapat mamatay sa rabies kasi meron namang treatment or meron namang bakuna. Although ang rabies ay 100% fatal, pag naagapan ito or halimbawa nagpabakuna tayo, hindi tayo mamamatay sa rabies.
Doc, it's good that you mentioned that because that leads me to my next question. Ano yung mga unang sintomas ng rabies at gaano ba katagal yung incubation ng virus? Kasi ito, nagkaroon tayo ng report the last time lang yung bata after a month at saka lang siya na ospital dahil pala nakagat siya nung alaga nilang pusa.
The usual incubation period of rabies is 20 to 90 days. Yun ang mga nasa studies talaga, no? But it always depends on the amount or the site kung saan tayo napasukan ng rabies. For example, ang rabies virus kasi travels 200 to 400 millimeters per day. So, mas malapit sa spine or mas malapit sa ulo, mas kailangan natin magpabakuna agad.
Also, Doc, no, yun yung meron mga bakuna na pag dinadala mo sa Animal Bite Center, kunyari yung kamag-anak mo, yung either mahal mo sa buhay na nakagat, meron silang ino-offer dun, Doc, na pampabagal daw ng pag-travel ng rabies. Rabies, rather. Ano po yun, Doc?
Hindi siya pampabagal, no? It is really a vaccine that will help you na hindi pagkatamaan ng rabies. Kasi ang kinoconsider natin na fatality rate sa rabies is 100%. Pero kung wala ka pang symptoms, kung wala pa sa spine or wala pa sa central nervous system ang virus, may laban pa tayo. Pwede pa tayong mabuhay or pwede pa nating malabanan yung rabies kahit may rabies yung nakakagat sa atin na aso or pusa.
Yeah, Doc, I'd like to ask...
Yung pinapakita
sorry.
natin ngayon,
Yeah.
that's the kumbaga, that's the vaccine, no?
Okay.
That's the vaccine, that's the post-exposure. Pero meron din tayong tinatawag na immunoglobulin na vaccine for rabies. Ito naman binibigay sa mga talagang category 3 cases of rabies bite or dog and bite.
What do you mean category 3, Doc?
Ang category 3 meaning nakagat ka ng isang asong hindi bakunado or pusa na hindi
okay.
bakunado at ikaw ay nakagat waist up.
Waist up. I'd like to ask naman, Doc, about scratches from cats. Kasi usually cats lang naman ang nangangalmot. What if you're scratched by a stray cat?
Yun ay possible pa rin. It's also a possible source of rabies since cats are known for licking their paws. So, ang transmission kasi natin ng rabies is saliva going to an open wound.
Okay.
Do you see po as a vet na may mga problema po ito yung mga Pinoy for moms and dads with regard to, having their pets vaccinated? Kasi we've seen a lot of reports as well na house pet sila, tapos yung pala wala palang vaccination. And can you tell us na rin po, Doc, yung ilang beses ba dapat pa bakunahan yung mga alaga naming mga hayop sa isang taon ng anti-rabies?
Ang rabies vaccine is sobrang essential part ng iyong ng pag-aalaga ng pets, no. It will help us save lives. And lalo na ngayon na napakadaming cases ng rabies sa Pilipinas. And ang kailangan din natin sigurong maintindihan ngayon is if we are vaccinating our dogs for rabies vaccine or cat or our pets, we are not only protecting ourselves but our community as well. Kasi nga with the rising number of rabies cases nito pa lang, very alarming na siya. Kasi ang hirap makontrol niyan. Kumbaga, ang dami natin kasi sa Pilipinas na stray dogs and cats eh.
Right.
And lahat ng ngayon, ang vaccine ngayon for rabies is free sa mga local government units natin.
Aside from that, Doc, any more solutions that you see para mas mapababa natin at the same time mawala talaga yung rabies cases here in the Philippines?
We are an advocate of low-cost spay-neuter. No? Ang pagkocontrol ng dog and cat population ay very essential in eradication of rabies. We have a humane way of controlling dog and cat population, that is by sterilization o yung pagpapakapon. Ang pinaka-importanting effect ng kapon is kung halimbawa ang babakunahan natin sa isang taon ay 100, no? After 1 year, kung hindi mo nakapon yung 100 na yon, times 7 or times 20 ang magiging number ng ating dogs and cats after 1 year. So, napaka-important that we control the dog and cat population in our country. And I think what is very important is yung information dissemination or awareness na hindi na dapat tayo namamatay sa rabies because we have vaccines for it. Meron tayong yun nga yung tinatawag natin na immunoglobulin pag nakagat na tayo ng rabies vaccine. And dapat siguro tulungan natin yung mga magulang dyan na turuan yung mga, na sabihin sa mga anak natin na dapat sabihin sa kanila kung meron sila naging exposure sa aso or pusa. Kasi I remember this one fatality rate, fatality case is because natakot siyang sabihin sa
Yes.
magulang niya na nakagat siya ng aso or pusa, no? So, dapat hindi ganun na maging mentality ng mga magulang, magpapagalitan yung mga anak natin pag sila nagkaroon ng exposure or nakagat ng aso or pusa. But instead, we have to explain to them the reason or ang importance na
Yes,
magiging totoo tayo sa mga magulang natin.
Kumbaga, better awareness, no, Doc? Before pandemic and even during going into the pandemic, the DOH had a goal of a plan to eradicate rabies altogether.
Yes.
However, we're seeing an increase of these cases. Do you think there is still time to go back to that goal of eradicating it, considering all the factors?
We are hoping for a rabies-free Philippines by 2030, no? But medyo nakakalungkot lang that we have, of course, the effect of pandemic is still there, no? Kasi nga, 2 taon tayo hindi nagpabakuna or
Right.
hindi natin na-control ang dog and cat population. So it's also a big factor. But since our country is experiencing this high number of rabies cases, baka medyo matagalan pa. But of course, the LGU and the government are doing their best in eradicating rabies now. And lahat naman ng mga local government units at ang mga animal welfare organization is nagtutulungan. I think kung talagang lahat tayo ay we will have the same vision on how to eradicate rabies, I think kaya pa naman nahabulin. It's just that we have to be really dedicated and hindi na siguro what we are campaigning is not one more death from rabies. Isa ito sa mga advocacy ng
Right.
Philippine Pet Birth Control Center Foundation, and we have been doing this since 2017. Siguro na rin, it's the transparency of the local government units that is needed for us to be able to really determine the number of rabies cases
That's
na,
right.
na talagang meron tayo ngayon.
Alright, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Dr. Mashe Likwanan.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you so much.